Hello everyone, this is the second class of indefinite integration and today we are going to learn a new method known as method of substitution. But before that I think it's better we just do a quick recap of the formulas which were done the previous day. So in the previous day we did these formulas. Integration x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. So this was the first formula. Then integration 1 by x is equal to log mod x plus c. This was number 2. Then number 3 we did incidentally in the first formula, if you remember, there was a condition that n should not be minus 1. Like in this formula, n should not be minus 1. If n is minus 1, then instead of this formula, you have to use this formula, right? Then the third formula, integration a to the power x is a to the power x by log a to the base e plus c. Then number 4, integration e to the power x is e to the power x plus c. So these are the 4 basic formulas of integration, and then you have some trigonometric formulas. So number 5, integration sin x is equal to minus cos x plus c. Then integration cos x is equal to sin x plus c. Then integration sec square x is equal to tan x plus c. So these were the formulas. Now let's move on. Number 8, integration cosec square x minus cot x plus c. Integration cosec x cot x minus cosec x plus c, and then integration sec x tan x is equal to sec x plus c. Okay, so these are the 10 basic formulas of integration which we did in the previous class. So these 10 formulas, do they need any introduction? No, because they are just from the reverse of differentiation. So from the point of view that integration is the reverse of differentiation, we easily obtain these 10 formulas. So these are the 10 basic formulas of integration. Now today we are going to learn a technique called method of substitution. Now before I start telling you what is method of substitution, I'll just take you back to a kind of sum which we had discussed the last day. Suppose you are asked to find integral sine 2x. Now this type of sum was discussed the last day. Now you know integration sine x is minus cos x. But what about integration sine 2x? So for this you will have to say minus cos 2x by 2. So this technique we had discussed the last day, that just like integration is the reverse of differentiation, even the chain rule of differentiation has a corresponding reverse. So integration sine 2x, because it is sine, so answer will be minus cos, but it is 2x, so it will be by 2. So if you recall, in chain rule of differentiation we used to do the exact opposite of this, right? So for example, in differentiation, if you were asked what is dy dx of cos 2x, then you will multiply the answer with a 2. So that is integration of cos 2x is minus sin 2x, but you will multiply it with a 2. Why? Because of chain rule. So when you are doing integration sin 2x, the answer will be minus cos 2x by 2. So basically this is the formula. This is the formula of the reverse of chain rule differentiation. Okay, now after these basic formulas, let's formally go to uh, method of substitution. Let's formally start discussing method of substitution. Now the thing is that this particular sum, integration of sine 2x, suppose if I make a substitution, let 2x equal to y. Suppose I make a substitution, let 2x equal to y. So if I differentiate both sides, suppose I differentiate both sides, so I will get d2x equal to dy. So 2 into dx is dy. Now this integration will change and become sine y, and instead of dx I will write dy by 2. You know integration of sine is minus cos, so minus cos y by 2, which means finally minus cos 2x by 2 plus c. So this technique which I have adopted, this is called method of substitution. Now this was an easy sum, so is there any need to do substitution? No, we can do the sum like this directly also, correct? But suppose that you are given a sum which is not as direct as this sum, then you cannot straight away write the answer, then you have to follow a method like this. So once again, what is substitution? You make a substitution and differentiate both sides. You replace the differential term based on this, and in fact the entire integration will change, and then you just proceed in the normal fashion, finally replace the variable. So this is setting the ground for substitution. Now let us formally see method of substitution. So suppose if you are asked, okay, this is substitution formulas. Okay, what we are going to do now, what is this topic? This is substitution formulas. Suppose you are asked to do integration tan x. Okay, so what you do is you write it like this, integration sin x by cos x. Now you make a substitution. Let cos x equal to y, and then you differentiate both sides. What is derivative of cos x? Minus sin x, and this will be how much? Dy. So what you can do is that this sin x into dx, you can replace it with minus y, and the denominator will become y because denominator is cos x. So as per the formulas, this will be minus log y plus c, and incidentally minus log mod y. So minus log mod cos x plus c. But all of you know that mod cos x, right? Minus of log mod cos x can also be written as log mod sec x, because cos x to the power minus 1 is sec x. So this is the first substitution formula. Integral tan x is log mod sec x. Now I have derived it. Do you need to remember the derivation? Honestly no, because this is a formula. So you can directly use the formula. Whenever a sum is given to you, you can just use this like a formula. Number 1. Now let's have a look at number 2. Integration cot x dx. So this will be integration cos x by sin x dx. So as usual, you say that let cos sin x equal to y. So d sin x is dy. So cos x dx will be dy. So we are getting dy by y. As usual, the answer will be log mod y plus c. So that means the answer will be log mod sin x plus c. So this is method number 2. Integration cot x is log mod sin x plus c. Once again, this is a formula. So you do not have to give any references when you are using it. When you require, when there is an occasion to use this formula, you can use it directly. So this is the second formula of substitution. Integration cot x is log mod sin x. Okay. Then we move on to number 3. Integration cosec x. Now how do we do this? So you write cosec x into cosec x minus cot x divided by cosec x minus cot x. Then you substitute cosec x minus cot x equal to y. Then you say minus cosec x cot x plus cosec square x dx is dy. Now if you watch carefully, you are getting dy because this is what is there in the numerator. So the entire numerator now becomes dy. Denominator is y. So this will be log mod y plus c. So the answer is log mod cosec x minus cot x plus c. So this is the third formula of substitution, integral cosec x, and the answer is log mod cosec x minus cot x plus c. Okay, now we come to the fourth formula of substitution, that is integration sec x. Now this has got a similar approach to the previous one. You just write it as sec x into sec x plus tan x divided by sec x plus tan x. Then, as you all are aware, you need to make your substitution. So you just say that sec x plus tan x, let it be equal to y. So d of this is dy. So sec x tan x plus sec square x dx is dy. So ultimately you will get dy by y. So ultimately it is log mod sec x plus tan x plus c, right? So these are the four formulas of substitution involving trigonometric integrals. Okay, so integration tan x is log mod sec x, integration cot x is log mod sin x, integration cosec x is log mod cosec x minus cot x, and integration sec x is log mod sec x plus tan x plus c. Now I told you that whenever you get a sum based on any one of these formulas, you just apply these formulas directly without giving any references. Now suppose, well, let's look at a couple of sums. Suppose you have a sum like this. Suppose you have a sum like this, integration sin x by sin x plus a dx. So here what you do is the numerator, you write it as x plus a minus a. So instead of writing sin x, you write sin x plus a minus a. So this will become sin x plus a into cos a minus cos x plus a into sin a divided by sin x plus a. Okay. So ultimately it will become cos a minus sin a into cot x plus a, right? So I deliberately replace the numerator. Instead of x I wrote x plus a minus a, so then I wrote this, then I simplified and got this. So this will give me x cos a minus sin a into log mod sin x plus a plus c. So this is a very interesting application of the four formulas we have learned today. You could see that the cot formula was used in the last step. Integral cot is log mod sin x plus a. So this is a very interesting application, and there is another one I'm going to show you. Let's have a look at another application. Suppose you are asked to do integration dx by 1 plus tan x. So what you do is you write tan as sine by cos. So ultimately it will become integration cos x dx by sin x plus cos x. So it will become half cos x plus sin x plus cos x minus sin x by sin x plus cos x. So this will be half dx plus half cos x minus sin x by sin x plus cos x. Okay, now this is a very interesting sum because the first part is easy. Integral dx will just be x. So that is answer of this will be x by 2. Now this one, this other one, actually can you see that the derivative of sin x plus cos x is cos x minus sin x? Just watch carefully. The derivative of sin x plus cos x is cos x minus sin x. So you can make a substitution sin x plus cos x equal to y and do after that, or if you have understood the concept of substitution, you can just straight away say log mod sin x plus cos x plus c. So these are the two sums I wanted to discuss with all of you from trigonometric substitution formulas. Now what you people will have to do is that there will be a PDF with this particular video. There's going to be a PDF, and in that PDF there will be some amount of theory which is mostly just a repeat of whatever I've said today, and there will be these 4 formulas. There will be some examples other than these two. These two will be there, and there will be some more, and at the end of the PDF there will be a homework. Your job is to finish that homework definitely by the next class. So that completes today's class on trigonometric substitution formulas. Thank you everyone.